Hey there and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video we're going to be going over Ravencoin. Is an explosive move about to happen? Let's find out. I want to start us off on the daily time frame right now. I got a quick update here because I think I found something in the chart that could be pretty explosive for Ravencoin in the future. So we know that the merge is coming up in almost a month here, the ETH merge. We're trying to figure out if Ravencoin is going to be one of the coins that gets a lot of the miners that are coming off Ethereum. I personally believe that Ravencoin is going to be one of the coins that gets some of the miners, and so I think that's going to have a massive effect for this coin. So what we've looked at previously is, I believe we're in this giant triangle pattern, which I will show you here soon. But the first thing I want to show you, because I got the image already on the screen, is I think we're completing, we just completed a perfect bump and run reversal pattern. So bump and run reversal is what you see sometimes when the trend is falling or rising, depending on which reversal you're looking at. But in our case, the trend was falling. So we're looking at a bump and run, which is going to lead us to the upside. And so what happens is it starts hitting this trend line, finally breaks off the trend line in a dramatic move, goes sideways for a little bit, breaks back above the trend line, and comes back down to retest it. And if you look over here on the Ravencoin chart, we hit the trend line, came down, hit it again. Then we had a massive move down, going sideways for a little bit, broke above the trend line, and we've just recently come back down to retest it. If you just look at this chart right here, side by side with our pattern, just take a peek at that for a second, and it's almost identical. So I'm hoping, I'm going to delete this here, so just take a peek at it as quick as you can and see this bump and run happening right now. So now what I'm hoping to see here is this hold. Now bump and run pattern is a great pattern for a reversal, but it's not always 100% accurate. So if this were to fail, what we're going to see is we're just going to start riding this trend line, possibly all the way back down to the bottom. That could be a failure of the bump and run, or it could just mean that we need a retest of around this area right here. But what I'm hoping to see for this bump and run to actually play out is we hold this as support now, and we're going to have a big move coming up and hopefully break through this 200 EMA, this pink line right here. We still have to get by this massive resistance up here at just about 5 cents. Yeah, about 0.482. We need to get above this resistance, which was previous support for a while. And what I think is going on is this bump and run is going to give us enough juice now to finally have this breakout. And the timeline is lining up perfectly as well. We've got roughly 3 weeks before the Ethereum merge. And if the Ethereum merge is a buy the rumors, sell the news for Ethereum, and then it's a buy the news for the coins that is going to be taking the place of Ethereum, that would line us up almost perfectly to be breaking out of this pattern, this giant triangle pattern, which I said I'd show you later. Here it is right here. I kind of see us following this support line down here, getting rejected up here, and what I can kind of imagine happening is we do this bump and run pattern, we have a big breakout, and this leads us to, where's the date here? Let's put the Ethereum merge right about there. That's about the Ethereum merge right there. So then it happens, let's say around this time we're right about here for Ravencoin. Then we have this big breakout, which would lead us to about 70% of this triangle, which would be right around here. So just in October or November, we start to make a move. Maybe we even have a bigger move. A lot of people are going to say, oh, Ravencoin can't do that. But let's go to the weekly chart and let me show you something. Ravencoin can do that. Right over here, we had, this is the weekly chart, so from down here to the top, it took 21 days, not even a month, just 3 weeks in order for us to go 1,750%. So yes, Ravencoin can make an explosive move, and I'm kind of thinking that an explosive move is about to come just like this one. And you can see on the weekly the bump and run going again, hit, drop, retest, and if we can do in 3 weeks or maybe a couple months, get another 1,700% move just from right down here, let's say 1,700% would put us around 58 cents, 50 to 60 cents, somewhere around there. And the target for this pattern is going to be higher than that, but I do believe I had another target. I think 60 cents is my first target, if I recall right. I don't have my stuff up here. Let's go ahead and put a Fibonacci up here just to see if that's what I was looking at. So the 1272 is right there at 60 cents. So I could totally see us doing a move up to the 1272, which is get us up to 60 cents for Ravencoin. In my previous videos, my other targets are around $1.60, and I think that's probably the highest we can go is around $1.60. If we can get up to the 272 up here, that would be, the market cap would just be way too high. That's a $10 Ravencoin. I don't see that happening. The market cap would be way too high for that to happen. You would need a $17 billion market cap in order to get to $1.60. And I'm not sure the market cap for 60 cents, but that is definitely doable. 60 cents market cap would be roughly around 8 to 10 billion, I believe, which if we're taking some money from, some of this money over from the miners from Ethereum, I could totally see that happening easy to get to here. $1.60 is my final price target. Honestly, I have a position in Ravencoin. If we reach $1.60, I'm selling 100% of my Ravencoin. It's all gone. I'm not going to keep any of it because that's a massive move. I mean, that is return on investment. If you just got in right now, that's a 5,200% move. I think you'd be happy with the results on that one. But I could totally see us hitting 1272 at least around 60 cents, which, let's say we broke out right at the Ethereum merge. That actually surprisingly puts us right at the $1.60 range, so that's pretty funny. So, and if we broke out just a couple months later, October 31st here, that's right around the $1.60 range as well. So, I mean, some things are lining up for Ravencoin to make a massive move. Do I think it's going to $1.60? I sure hope so. I wouldn't bet on it, but I sure hope so. If this triangle pattern actually pans out and this bump and run gives us the juice to get out of here, $1.60 might be in the cards. 60 cents is more like it. I will be selling a little bit of my Ravencoin around 60 cents and re-evaluating the market at that point, because if I think it's going to continue to go higher, I'll keep holding my Ravencoin to $1.60 and then I'll get rid of it all. But as you can see, we've got some nice moves happening. Again, on the daily chart, just want to point out one other thing. So on the daily chart, now that we've completed this bump and run, and we're about to find out if it's going to be a positive move here, which is, if you look in the daily chart, we've got the stochastic RSI just about to curl over here, which is a fantastic thing to see right when we retest this bump and run pattern. So we got the stochastic about to curl over. So we want to also keep an eye on the RSI. Right now the RSI is hitting some resistance here. So if we can keep an eye on this RSI, I think if we get this curl over on the stochastic, the RSI is then going to break out of this downwards trend, and that could be the juice that we need in order to at least get up and get past this previous resistance here around 5 cents. First move, get above 5 cents. Second move, get above the 0.5, which would be around 7 cents. And after that, that's when we might see some massive moves coming in for Ravencoin up to my price targets up here. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool that I saw a bump and run pattern play out perfectly. I also see the stochastic turning over, and I got to get off this because I'm about to go buy some more Ravencoin, I think, now that I'm convincing myself that I think this is going to happen. So if you like the video, go ahead and share it, tell your friends, all that other stuff. I'm not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.